Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was once the brightest star in the world. With a dazzling smile, a chiseled physique, and his iconic catchphrase, "Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?" he captivated millions from the WWE ring to Hollywood. He was a symbol of grit, success, and invincibility. He looked destined never to fall. But that shine has cracked. From a WrestleMania promo video becoming the most disliked in the event's history, to flat podcast shows, to a Maui wildfire fundraiser criticized as tone-deaf, his billboard image has become a liability. In just 5 months, The Rock lost 5 million Instagram followers, a painful tumble for an icon once untouchable. Every false step and every small lie pieces together a portrait of a man blinded by ambition. How did someone so universally loved lose trust? How did an icon obsessed with pleasing everyone help dismantle his own image? In this video, we trace Dwayne Johnson's rise and the long slide that followed. But to understand the fall, we must go back to the start.
The Rock is the fakest celebrity in Hollywood.
I can tell you with a little bit of uncertainty because I failed math, I was probably at that time ingesting about anywhere between 6 to, well, I would say possible, almost 8,000 calories a day.
I can tell you there is no way The Rock burns off enough calories to average 6,000 to 8,000 calories a day and look like this. If he actually ate those kind of calories, 6,000 to 8,000 a day, he would be 100 pounds overweight. There is no way he eats this much.
The Rock is not natural, okay? The Rock, he's not a patient of mine, so I don't worry about getting sued.
We're going to be talking about what steroid cycle I think The Rock uses.
Dwayne Johnson wasn't born a star. Raised in a wrestling family, his road to fame was rocky. In 1996, he debuted in WWE as Rocky Maivia, presented as a wholesome babyface. Fans rejected him, chants of "Rocky sucks," echoing during matches, his first bitter taste of failure. Undeterred, he remade himself as The Rock, brazen, arrogant, and razor-sharp in promos. "If you smell what The Rock is cooking" wasn't just a catchphrase. It was a statement. That shift turned him into a WWE superstar adored globally. But the ring was only the beginning. Hollywood proved harder. Early films like Scorpion King 2002 and The Rundown 2003 drew critics who saw him stuck in his wrestler skin. The tide turned in 2011 with Fast 5. As Luke Hobbs, a tough, witty anti-hero, The Rock broke into elite action star status. He became a symbol of grit, discipline, and relentless work. Yet the same gift for reinvention became a weakness, constantly becoming what audiences wanted left his identity fragile. The crack showed in 2016 when Johnson posted on Instagram criticizing unnamed co-stars on the fate of the Furious set. Though he named no one, it was widely read as aimed at Vin Diesel, accusing him of cowardice and unprofessionalism. Reports later claimed Johnson demanded special contract terms, no losing in fight scenes, and more screen time. That shattered his friendly star image. Fans who love his charm and team spirit felt betrayed. Social media branded him a hypocrite. He deleted the post and issued a peacemaking video about unity, but the doubt stayed. From then on, every public detail was examined, and even small lies provoked outrage. A clear example, the In-N-Out Burger saga. From 2017 to 2023, The Rock repeatedly framed visits as his first time at the chain, each time sharing enthusiastic content. In 2017, he posted a picture writing, "I've never been to In-N-Out." In 2022, he shared a video declaring, "This is my first time trying In-N-Out Burger or anything from In-N-Out." He added, "I bought In-N-Out burgers for a friend before, but I've never tried it, so this is my first."
And the reason why this is history in the making is because this is the very first time that I have ever tried an In-N-Out burger, or In-N-Out fries, or anything from In-N-Out for that matter.
By December 2023, he claimed a third first-time experience with In-N-Out Burger, acting unaware of how to order or pay while praising himself for leaving a generous tip. But the truth was quickly exposed. The online community dug up his old posts, proving he'd visited In-N-Out multiple times before. Popular YouTuber Penguin Zero made a detailed video garnering over 6 million views, highlighting how The Rock staged his first-time narrative at least 3 times in 6 years.
This is the third time he's done it. He keeps pretending that he's trying In-N-Out for the first time every couple of years. The other two videos are still on your Instagram page.
An ex-user quipped. First time or the first time he forgot his PR team script. Eventually, The Rock edited his post, adding, "First time In-N-Out burger experience again. Thanks to fans for reminding me I went to In-N-Out years ago and totally forgot. Though a small lie, it exposed a bitter truth. Nearly every public move was orchestrated to grab attention and maximize profit, turning him into a walking billboard. Fans felt deceived. They'd spent money on products he endorsed, from Zoa energy drinks to Under Armour shoes, because they believed in his authenticity. Now they saw him less as a person and more as a tightly managed brand. The Rock tried to smooth things over with an edited post and a vague explanation, but the damage was done. A single burger might not topple an empire, but it was a brick falling from the wall of his carefully crafted image. If a lie about a burger disappointed fans, doubts about his physique took things to another level. At 51, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson still boasts a physique that stuns the world. On Instagram, he posts 4 a.m. gym videos tagged #hardest worker in the room. With a beaming smile and sweat dripping onto the gym floor, he's built an image as the world's hardest worker. That persona became a global symbol of grit and discipline, inspiring millions with the idea that perseverance could produce a body like The Rock's. But cracks in the story emerged. The Rock repeatedly claimed he consumed 6,000 to 8,000 calories daily to maintain his massive musculature. To many fans, that sounded like superhuman proof. Experts quickly called it absurd. Fitness coach Greg Doucette bluntly stated, "No way someone stays at lean eating 8,000 calories. If he did, he'd gain at least 45 kilograms. His publicized diet, cod, rice, greens, is about 3,000 calories. The 8,000 figure reads like deliberate exaggeration to build a myth. His workout videos face scrutiny too. In a clip billed raw and unedited, The Rock grimaced during squats. But Doucette pointed out that's just 2 plates per side. For The Rock, it's like lifting a bag of rice. Bikini competitors squat heavier. He's not truly exhausted. He's acting to make fans believe he's pushing to the limit. The sweat and tears image was a prop on a PR stage."
But look at the grimaces on his face. Notice how hard he seems to be pushing. This is 2 plates on each side. A man of The Rock's stature, size, and strength, I would believe that this would be a cakewalk. Many bikini competitors could lift this much weight. And I'm not trying to strength shame him here, but I believe that you're lying when you say that this kicked your ass. There is no way that this was difficult for you.
Then came the biggest doubt. Is his physique truly natural? The Rock has claimed he tried steroids once at 18, but never again, dismissing accusations as nonsense in interviews. Yet the evidence suggests otherwise. At 50, his body hasn't shrunk with age. It's bigger and leaner than in his 30s. Experts find his denials implausible. Eddie Hall suggested he might use TRT testosterone replacement. Their Joe Rogan was blunter. "No way. You don't get muscles like that with just TRT." Doucette went further. "I don't just think he's not natural. I believe he's using everything possible. At 50, that body is impossible without help."
I would believe that The Rock would be on TRT, which is testosterone replacement therapy. A very good thing to do. It's actually very good for you, very healthy for you.
You can't even get there with HRT. That's not HRT.
Not only do I not think he's natural, I don't think he's on HRT. I think he's on the kitchen sink. Whatever he can take,
Really?
I think he's on all of it and then some. You don't get big like that into your 50s compared to your 40s and 30s. Like you see some photos of him in his 30s, he's way bigger and leaner now.
Each new analysis chipped away at his once untouchable image. The name once tied to hard work was now linked with deception. The mantra "hard work is enough," which inspired millions, began to look like a sweet lie, selling fans a dream they could never reach through effort alone. Online, the backlash was fierce. On X, #RockOnRoids exploded. Comments mocked him with lines like "hard work" or "hard injections," and he sells protein shakes but peddles illusions. Some loyal fans tried to defend him, but most felt betrayed. They bought his products and believed his story, only to suspect their idol was just a billboard hiding a body powered by methods he'd never admit. The Rock stayed silent. In interviews, he smiled, dodged, or repeated his mantra, "hard work." But silence only sped up the collapse of trust. When stars sidestepped the truth, Fans see only a fading spotlight. The image of a tireless worker, once a dream, now looked like a staged illusion. And this lack of authenticity seeped into his film career. In 2022, Johnson gambled everything on Black Adam, not just starring, but producing and controlling nearly every detail. He promoted it as a game changer for DC, but it flopped, grossing $393 million worldwide on a $260 million budget. Industry insiders said it needed $600 million to break even, instead losing $50 to $100 million. Rather than face failure, The Rock leaked inflated numbers to the press, claiming the film would profit $52 to $72 million through streaming and sales. He even shared a Deadline article denying losses. But Hollywood Reporter exposed the spin, confirming Black Adam was a financial disaster. Online, fans ridiculed him. One ex-user quipped, "After 25 years, we finally know what The Rock's cooking." Cookbooks. Investors and audiences alike felt deceived. The failure wasn't just financial. It was the first time many saw The Rock not as a box office king, but as a fading star bending the truth to shield his brand. This wasn't his only credibility hit. In 2022, during backlash against Joe Rogan for using racial slurs, The Rock initially praised him on Instagram. "Awesome job, brother. Perfectly said. Looking forward to your show and some tequila." But after fans blasted him for defending Rogan, he quickly reversed course, apologizing. "I didn't know about his use of the slur before commenting. This is a lesson for me." That lack of backbone showed again on Rogan's podcast. The Rock dominated the talk, firing off dozens of questions without letting Rogan respond. Viewers called it boring and shallow, with one post noting, "The Rock asked Joe like 100 questions, and Joe didn't get one in." Rogan himself remarked Johnson walked on eggshells, dodging anything controversial. Fans mocked him as a living ChatGPT, polished but opinionless. In 2023, after the Maui wildfires, The Rock and Oprah launched the People's Fund of Maui, each pledging $5 million, while asking the public to donate. "We deeply appreciate any support you can provide," they said. But criticism was immediate. With The Rock's estimated $800 million fortune, many saw it as tone-deaf to ask struggling families for money. He later posted another apology video. "I hear you and understand. I could have done better, and I will do better." One viral X comment summed it up, "The math ain't matang. He's so rich he'd earn back that donation in a year." Together, these moments expose a man with no firm stance, constantly shifting to please the crowd. Around 75% of his Instagram posts became ads, from Terramana Tequila to tour buses, earning him the nickname Dwayne the Ad Johnson. Fans began to see him not as a principal hero, but as a brand riding waves of public opinion. Yet his greatest fall came when he returned to the place that made him famous, WWE. On January 23, 2024, The Rock joined WWE's board, declaring, "Deep down, I'm a builder, building for and serving the people." Just 10 days later, he inserted himself into WrestleMania 40's main storyline, set to face Roman Reigns. That decision sidelined Cody Rhodes, a beloved young wrestler who had won the Royal Rumble and was expected to challenge Reigns. Cody's abrupt announcement that he'd step aside sparked outrage, with many blaming The Rock's new boardroom power. The promo video for the match drew over 700,000 dislikes on YouTube, the most hated move in WWE history. Fans who'd invested in Cody's journey felt betrayed. Hashtag Cody Deserves Better trended, while posts accused The Rock of hijacking a storyline that wasn't his. Even wrestlers voiced disappointment. Seth Rollins called the move disrespectful. Insiders revealed The Rock's interference disrupted WWE's creative plans. The backlash was so intense that WWE rewrote the story, bringing Cody back to defeat Reigns. The Rock claimed stepping away was part of a bigger plan to create drama, but fans scoff. Bigger plan? More like a plan to lose fans.
When we first launched the fund, there was some backlash, and I want to address and acknowledge that backlash right now. And here's what I have to say about that. I get it, and I completely understand. And I could have been better. And next time I will be better.
The love for The Rock, built over decades, vanished almost overnight. He didn't just lose respect. He dismantled his own legacy. From box office king to falling star, his decline wasn't a single moment but years of unraveling. For the first time, he lost thousands of Instagram followers by the hour, a staggering reversal for a man who once gained 5 million monthly. New films like Red Notice 2 and Jungle Cruise 2 stalled or were canceled. His name, once tied to inspiration and success, became synonymous with inauthenticity and unchecked ambition. Each scandal added to the collapse. The feud with Vin Diesel revealed arrogance. The In-N-Out saga and diet claims exposed staged image-making. Steroid suspicions shattered the hard work myth. Black Adam's flop proved he wasn't invincible. His flip-flopping on Rogan and Maui, paired with constant ads, showed a lack of conviction. And the WWE debacle delivered the final blow, erasing fans' trust. The lesson is clear. Try to please everyone pleases no one. When someone becomes a brand, they lose the authenticity that truly connects them to people. The Rock built his empire on polished smiles, marketing deals, and half-truths. He tried to be everything: wrestler, action hero, business mogul, but ended up a hollow figure. His downfall is both tragic and instructive. In a world where authenticity is priceless, hiding behind PR spin only leads to collapse. The Rock forgot he didn't need to be perfect. He just needed to be real. Can he make a comeback? Maybe, but only if he stops playing the Rock and embraces Dwayne Johnson, a flawed, sincere human being. To rebuild trust, he must own his failures and show the truth. Until then, he risks being trapped forever in the shadow of his own brand.